Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the Risoux Forest. And I'll bring that down here. Okay, so let's change that shape. A little bit bigger like this. There, and then once you've made it bigger, you can really start to use it on this piece here. That's it. Around there. And okay, so this is just giving us a stone edge for the car park. What I'm assuming with this is that we've come along and we've dug out the car park out of the ground here, and the edges of it were stone. This is a natural forest here, and this forest has grown on some quite stony ground, which is what we're making the most of here. Right. We'll leave it like that, I think. I think that's looking alright. And then I do want to just sort of bring the edges of this down a little bit. And along there. There we go. Tucking in this corner, I think, is pretty good. There, because like we wouldn't be using that much as the car park, and this is a car park that's been dug out of natural stone embankment rather than something that's been constructed, so it's going to look a little different in some places. Yeah, right. Now, what about this one? Actually, that can that's we got the natural stone. That can come back down all the way over to here, I think. Let's paint that up there. Right, that's looking pretty good. Is that tractor finished? How can you possibly tell me you're finished? Like, seriously, what is wrong with you? This hired help is utterly useless sometimes. Like, are you just setting out to be fired? That's what you want, isn't it? You've had enough of employment. You've decided that this whole being employed thing is just too much like hard work. You can't be bothered with that anymore, so you're just setting out to be fired. But you know, your parents have told you that if you quit your job, then they're not going to support you. However, if you're fired because of your cruel and uncaring boss who doesn't understand the need for just doing half a field instead of actually doing a job you've been told to do, well, then your parents are going to feel sorry for you and they'll take you back and they will provide your living for you. I'm sure this is what's going on. This is the thought behind the hired help right now. They're just bone idle and lazy. That's all it is. There's no miscommunications between me and the employees. I said, go and spread fertilizer all over that field. Actually, I probably wouldn't have done that. I'd have just said, right, go and spread fertilizer on that field. So technically, they have done what they were asked. They have gone and spread fertilizer on this field. I've got to be honest, at this stage in their employment, I didn't realize that when I said, go and put fertilizer on that field, I had to specify that I mean the whole field and not just the bits of the field I feel like until I'm bored with this and I want to go home. Yeah, there's a very distinct difference between the two, and I feel I've been more than reasonable in trying to help them out over the years, and so I do feel that I'm quite within my rights to fire them. Out of a cannon somewhere, but maybe. Okay, probably that's frowned upon. I think that is. I think there's things like workers' rights and so on, and it's generally frowned upon to stick your employees into a cannon and shoot them out of it. But surely some of you must understand the frustration here. I'm not alone in this, am I? Am I really the only one here that's thinking this? I don't hear a lot of disagreements from anybody. It must be said. I don't hear anybody right now telling me that I'm in the wrong. So I'm going to take that as I'm in the right. So thank you very much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go and put this one over here. If I unload... Actually, we'll just dump the fertilizer in the yard here. Just like that. And... where was I? Yeah, that one. That's the button I was looking for. I have 4,500 capacity on this one, so I want to go into big bags and lime, and I want to buy 2 bags, not 8, 2. 2 buy for 700, because these bags have 2,000 in each, not 1,000 in each, like all of the other bags, just to add to the confusion. And then we need to take this downhill, and we want to go and spread the lime on the field down there that we have gone and created. So we need to bring that down, lower this up, load this up. And there we have 4,000 litres of... if I lift it off the ground. 4,000 litres of lime all ready to roll. So we'll go whizzing out here, herring off down across the track that we built down here. We'll do a little bit more work for texturing and stuff for the track here. Right now, I don't think we need to. We don't need to worry about it. And we will come out over here. Right. Now, how much of this field am I going to be able to do with the lime that we've got here? So we need to zoom right out so that we can see. I don't want to be overlapping on the edges too much. It's awful waste, that is. We've got a lot of ground to cover. It seems to be going surprisingly well. I'm also not sure if I've got this one set to helper buys or not. I genuinely can't remember that. Go up this way. Okay, so I said that my cold was done and dusted. It's not completely done and dusted. I've got the tail end of a cold, so I'm still kind of like you fight off the little bits of irritating cough that you've got left in your throat all the time, and I'm at that stage now, so I've got to keep making sure I drink plenty, and I can just about fight off the urge for constant coughing and spluttering. It doesn't always work, though. There's some logs down there. Did I miss those? Are they out over the edge of the field? I hope I didn't. I spent ages making sure they were right last time. Now I've got a sneaky suspicion that we may have missed a bit. Right, 2,600 left. We've done once around the outside edge. It's looking pretty good so far. There's a lot of clover right there on the edge of the field. I'm thinking that maybe we should do something with that. And now I've got... ooh! You know, I think we might actually be able to get this entire field done. Like, that outside round has covered more ground than I thought it would. This is most excellent news. We'll go all the way up to the end there, because I still haven't done... there, I've just now reached 2,000. I don't know if you can see that very well. That's in pretty dark at the moment. And whiz off down the bottom here. Another pass. All the way up through. And then, yes, we will be able to cover all of it. At least we should be able to. Might be a little... no, there won't. We will just be able to do it. And then we'll have like... so we've got less than 1 bag left in the fertilizer spreader. I'm quite impressed with how far this goes. This spreader is really good. Like, this one really does chuck all of the... I mean, when I say really good, I mean really overpowered and unbalanced. And if you're going for realistic gameplay in any way, shape, or form... this ain't the spreader you want to be using. This ain't realistic in not even a little bit. And I messed up there, didn't I? So we'll go up here. I want to get all of this. I don't want to be left with a strip that's going to just irritate me. Big time. So I'll take that bit out there. And then I come down here and there's that bit. See, if you've got a really narrow strip like this, if you sort of drive up and down and just go across it, when you've got really, really low amounts of stuff left to spread, it goes a lot further. But I don't have anything else that I want to put lime on, and I don't want to have lime hanging around in the yard, so I'm just going to spread it as we go back up the hill, I think. I think this is the better approach. So we'll just keep going. We'll spread it all the way up through here. You know what? I'm just going to sit here and wait until that all empties out, because I really don't want to do anything. That's emptied out. I mean, yes, I did just chuck 600 litres of the stuff away, but honestly, there's such a minuscule amount of money that it doesn't matter. And I don't want the pallets being left in the yard. They're just going to get in the way. So we won't worry about that. And let's put you in here. Like that. Lower that one down. I'm just going to shut that one off. I don't think there's anything else that I want to do with that one. And I've now finished doing... I finished doing everything I want to do now. Excuse me. Right. So if I finish doing everything that I want to do up there, this will be the next vehicle that we want to use, but I don't want to do that just yet. So I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to go into here. I'm going to speed the time scale up to like 120, so that goes through pretty quickly. But I will just do a little tiny bit of more editing stuff up here. So we're going to just do out the road, I think. I've got the road at the moment. Well, it says that it's asphalt, so tarmac. We've got a tarmac texture right here, but it doesn't really look like tarmac, does it? It looks more like concrete. Tarmac's darker than that. And why we have to say that that's tarmac? It doesn't look like tarmac at all. And make that bigger. So if I bring this one out here, I want that out like that, so that there's room for the lorries to swing round as they come in here. Like that. That's going to give them a bit more space, and so we want to get rid of the grass that's in front. Over here we won't. We'll actually put more grass up there. Actually, we could do that now. So we'll go with the drier grass option, and we'll bring this in up here. It's going to go close to the building. There, like that. And bring it out that way. So this is going to stay as grass on that bit, but not over here. This is going to come out as something different. And we'll worry about that bit in a little while. And I want to go to you. Take that bit back there. And then I don't want anything on here. So this one's going to go this way. This road is going to go this way. Fill that in a minute. So I'm going to bring it round over the top like that. There. And then enlarge. Actually, no, we don't want to enlarge that. It doesn't make any difference because it goes to a different sort of texture size thing. And then I want to level this bit here. And this we need to kind of like level carefully because it's just this piece out on this side that I want to level. So this track will go up to there. I don't want to interfere with too much else, so I can bring that down a bit there. And this is where it gets difficult, trying to see what needs to be leveled and what doesn't. So I just want to bring that over there. Level it back that way, that's better. Now I can see the evening sun rolling back is... Well, the afternoon sun rolling back is actually pretty good right now for seeing what I'm doing. In order to be able to have a proper road up through here so that the lorries can get up through, we're going to need to remove some of those trees. We'll do that in a bit. Okay, there's that bit there. Now I can go back to you and I can just enlarge that again. And I build this like that. So we've kind of got this track is... This road's going to go up this way. Right, so now I need this one to go out there. And it'll go up to the road sort of like that. So I'll do everything on the inside of this as tarmac. In. That looks reasonable up through there. And then also some more on this piece. then... Right, I want that natural stone to sort of blend in with the tarmac at the top. So there's a little bit there that missed. It changed. And I actually want that to go up there like that. That's better. Because I don't want a border on this with any grass in it. I want the stone going straight to the tarmac texture. Because I think having grass in the middle of the two of them is going to look weird. And then over here, so we've got a gravel. This is more of a gravel road. So I'm wondering if this road that we've got here is actually the right one now that we're expanding out this a little bit. This bit here. Let's just pull that back a bit there like that. Try and get rid of some of these textures up here that are going to look out of place on it. That looks better. Right. Now I can't see very well, can I? That's coming out a little bit further on that corner. And here. Alright. So it comes up round and then goes up through there, and now you can't see anything and neither can I. So I think we'll probably call it a day now. Let's go over to this one and we will sleep the night. And we move on through until September. We'll go back to the shop when we're not doing something else. So, beginning of September means it's the first day of autumn. So, we need to go and buy some cows. Look in here. We're now at 120 cows in the shed, which means that we should be selling cows. So, we've got the Angus right here. They're at 3,000. Reproduction is at 70% on there. And we've been buying 12 each time. So the next... Oh, 3,100. That's on 0%. So they've oh, yeah, right. Okay, so we don't want to be buying any more because they are reproducing themselves. It's on 0 there. So no buying. We just sell now. 12. 36,300. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. We'll just sell. Let's not confuse the issue. Let's not add anything extra. We just work on it now at this rate. So don't need to add anything else. They're reproducing themselves. I have currently 67,000 litres of slurry. Food is 64,000 out of 100,000. I can add in a bit more food. Well, let's take as much food as I can get from this one. How quickly does this load up? Okay, that's going to take a minute or two. So I'm just going to wait for that one to fill all the way up. Actually, I don't need to wait for that one to fill it all the way up at all. I can just do it like that. So we'll take 60,000 litres out of there at the moment. We'll go over this way. There's a big bump right there. Let's double that out, shall we? Yeah. Right, where's that big bump? There's the big bump. Landscaping. Smoothing. Soften. Extend that out a bit. There we go. I just want to soften that bit there. Right, that's better. And then we go like this. So we can't drive in forwards because you tend to have little accidents with the roof of the shed, which we really, really don't want to do. Really, really don't want to do. And bring you up there. Okay, so I'll tip everything out that I can here. We've got new cows. We've got older cows. We've got all the cows that we could possibly want, and we've got 24,000 litres of hay left in the machine there, but we're not going to worry about that. So we've got this beast of a tractor right here. Whether or not this beast of a tractor is going to be able to pull our seed drill is something that we're going to find out. So we've got our brand new field down the bottom. It is now September, which means that it is planting season. We want to go and get this one. And we want to load this one up. So I will go to that one there. And then I need to go and put that next to the seed that we've got there. So bring that back round here, and once it gets close to the seed pallets, it will unload. Will unfold, rather. And drop that one in there, so we can load in the first lot of seed. We've got space for 20,000 litres of seed. I think we're going to need more than just these 2 pallets. So I'm actually going to buy some more than that. I'll go with big bags. Seed. Let's go with 8. I don't need this many, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just because I can. And back from there, and then I want fertilizer. And we'll go with 8 fertilizer as well. Way more fertilizer than we need. Okay. Come out of there. And now I want to... Actually, we can only have 9,200 litres of fertilizer, and we've already got 3 lots of it over here. So we've definitely got more fertilizer than we're going to want to use. This folding out there now. Which way is he going? Let's go on to that one. Right. Now, you can obviously go and use a loader, and you can pick these bags up and you can stick them over the top of the chute in order to load them. I can't be bothered with doing that. I'm just going to stay here and do it like this. Which doesn't actually take all that long. Really doesn't take very much fertilizer compared to seed on this one. You get 9,200 litres of fertilizer, 20,200 litres of seed in here. So I'm not sure if in real life that would be a balance and you would not need to fill both of them up, or what. I genuinely have no idea how that would work between them, but yeah. And now it's raining. So what time is it going to actually stop raining, I wonder? So first of all, I'm going to bring this one up here so he's close enough to that one just as he starts unfolding. And while he's doing that, we can have a look at weather forecast. 11 o'clock. Right. Over a little bit further. So he's going to go to those 2. He's going to go over to the fertilizer. And I'm going to load that one. Right. And then he's going to unfold that one like that. And then we come over this way. Right, so you have this one on the front, and then the seed drill bit goes on the back. But we're not going to want to do very much until it stops raining. So let's skip forward until it actually stops raining. Right, rain has stopped. I'll leave it on 5 times speed. Bring you over round a little bit, and then back up a little bit. Like that. So now I've got both of them. Are we going to be able to do this? Is this going to work very well or not? I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if... No, I can't get out that way. I definitely can't. It's going to be way too big to fit through the gate, and I'm not going to... Like, if I start trying to get out the gate, it's the same size as that one. We're just going to end up hopelessly stuck. So, the other thing that I want to do, let's just change barley. Barley is what we're doing first. We want that one. And then we'll go up this way. So, the only way we're getting out of here and down to our field is this way and then across the grass like this. So, we come around there. Along the lower edge of the grass field. Past the cattle. This is a big beastie. Wait till we get this one out in the field and unfolded and going. And at the moment, I'm getting the vibe from the tractor that it should be alright to pull this one through, but we haven't unfolded anything and really gotten started yet, so we will see. There's a steep old track getting down here. So you'd need a really good tractor to make sure that you didn't have an accident coming down this hill. Because, quite frankly, that could be a disaster waiting to happen, that bit right there, that really steep ground. And I'm going to bring you around this way. I'm going to stop right there, and then I'm going to unfold this. Look at that go. I love that it doesn't do it evenly on each side, that it does actually do one side first, then the other, which, for those of you who aren't aware, that's actually a very realistic thing. Hydraulics it's very rare that you would have both of them opening at exactly the same time, because of the way the pressure gets divided and so on. Let's try this. Let's do this thing. We're planting with a monster seed drill. So the tractor does seem to be able to pull it. I'm not very good at driving in the right way, and also we are drilling at 34 kilometers and now 35k we're pulling this thing along, which is ludicrous speed. Oh, I was asking you about ludicrous speed before. I said several of you, what is ludicrous speed? I don't know whether I was asking it in this one or the other series, but the video's gone up and a whole load of you answered, and yes, ludicrous speed is from the film Spaceballs. It is definitely from the film Spaceballs, and a whole load of people were talking about ludicrous speed and saying where it was from and so on, and then there was people on the Discord as well who were mentioning ludicrous speed and linking me a whole load of GIFs from the film Spaceballs, which was awesome, because ludicrous speed is just, I mean, Spaceballs itself is just a fantastic film. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience. And this is what I was talking about, whether or not it was going to work properly. We're going up this steep hill. This is a really steep hill now. And this is where I said previously, it doesn't seem to be working very well. And if we look at the numbers on the right-hand side, you can see that we're doing 9-10 kilometers an hour with this monstrous great seed drill. And we're going up the hill doing 10-11 kilometers an hour, which, I gotta be honest with you, isn't actually that bad. I mean, when you compare the 35k that we were doing, it's slowed down a little bit, but I guess we could allow for that. I guess we could excuse the slowing down a little bit, because quite frankly, the speed that we are going right now is fairly impressive. I'm going to do once more around, and then we'll set the hired help running on this, and we'll see how the hired help can cope with it, because that would be pretty cool. And then once we've done that bit, so we go whizzing on round here again. There. This is so cool. This is more like it with a 38k now. 38 kilometers an hour. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.